Good morning, Harrison and Michael. Happy Friday. The 25th time in California is 9:41 a.m. Only have a few moments before the cardiologist calls for her video call. Um, Private message is going over a few things um, about yesterday, and I'm not going to harp on this. It's just certain things. Harrison, I'm actually glad that you called at the time you did, so you can actually see some stuff that is happening. And I thought about it at first because I was a little taken back and I tried to understand dude's other side of the situation, but no, he fucked up. And I want to go and moving forward with this and notice how my actions show beyond my words. I kept saying things like move forward, and he was more so upset because he got caught. This has nothing to do with law or paralegal, nothing like that. I never try to make myself look like an attorney, even though the only difference between me and him, we have both the same years of experience, if not more. Because I never went for my bar license because I just don't have time for the stress and the irritation from dealing with stupid people for shit like happened yesterday. So what happened? This is what we're gonna talk about business practices, and I definitely got a rise out of dude when people act out and be overly defensive. They feel like they have to go rah rah and fight. And I have told him a couple times yesterday, just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. You could tell he was pissed. I struck a chord. All I did was just tell the truth and bring up facts and things that he stated. And so, if you have nothing to hide, you're doing your job. Why are you sitting here being so rah rah? And the more calmer I got and just chill, he was trying to get a rise out of me. I'm not engaging in foolery. The more angry he got, he was trying to get a rise, but I don't deal with foolish or fuckery. My thing is like, did he want a tampon, a cookie, and a Midol? I felt that type of way. I'm just watching him having a grown man's temper tantrum. This has nothing to do with law or legal. It's about business practices. So for Michael, you will understand this too. As you run a business, and say if a client brings a piece of furniture to you, they have a vision of what they want, and you see what has to be done. You have your own ideas too. They're paying you and coming to you with a service, and they give you the supplies, whatever you need for you to sit there and do your job. And so, as they give you the money and they give you the supply of what you need to do your job, or the piece of furniture to focus on, your job is just go ahead and get it done. No complaints. So when you say you're going to do something, do it. You have to be as impeccable. Your word is impeccable. And for Homeboy, um, I I could see his frustration on the end to where even though Michael, it is your case and you're the client, I have done all the footwork. I'm the one that's always answering on your behalf. So it's like even though it's your case, I'm basically taking like it's one of my own. That's how I treat all my cases though, or my clients. Period. I treat you like you're my own. And I think that upset him because where most attorneys are able to get over on clients, you're talking to somebody who works in that field too. And I know how people run games. I'm cutting the games down. You're not going to do that. I do know, I'm confident that he will go ahead and solve your case. Yes, you do have a case. Otherwise, I'm not going to sit there and build anything up and brought that to him all nicely wrapped in a cute little package. And all he has to do is just sit there and type stuff. I save you guys a lot of money and time, and I cut the bullshit for him because they will charge you per page and have to do all this research and all this other stuff. He already has everything ready. Just go ahead and just move forward. I know you have a solid case, without a doubt. And the damages, that's going to be fun for that part. But in the conversation yesterday, he did something called cognitive dissonance. And Harris, I'm gonna explain to you how this works too, because and you probably understand how that works. Because when people don't want to take accountability for their actions and their behaviors and their fuck ups, the person who sat there and called them out or called them on their bullshit, which is me, the whistleblower, they'll try to either avoid you or remove you from the situation or destroy you. He attempted to do both yesterday. So with him trying to demean my character and saying my works are fruitless and basically I'm nothing, whatever else, I took that with a grain of salt because I see he had hurt schoolgirl feelings. And so my efforts are fruitless and all this other stuff he was saying. But the judge must have thought differently because for that restraining order that was filed, clear cut, it got granted, right? So obviously must have done something right for all the discoveries and all the information I forwarded to him and prepped for him, even for the drafted of the answer to make things easier. He was saying thank you before, so now I'm a nothing. Oh, okay. I just sat there let people just flat out get out the way because his feelings were hurt, and he did not get a reaction out of me. In fact, I told him several times you heard on the phone, Harris, and just breathe. Take a deep breath. Why are you so angry? Is you mad or not? And at that time, he never took accountability for his fuck ups. He said he did not clip that email because the email that he said he sent the 16th and tried to forward it over to us, for all of us. I didn't get that email. I pay attention to my emails like damn near like hourly. And I talked to your dad on Sunday while he was in Palm Springs, and as me and your dad were just checking in, it was bugging my spirit. I was like, I know I didn't get that email. I'm not missing shit. So I asked your dad, I said, check your email. I said, did you get the email anything from Michael McLaughlin on the 16th or whenever? He didn't get it. I was like, something don't sound right. So I said, well, can I check your email? And he said, yeah. So I tried to your dad's email while I have him on the phone. I'm like, sure enough, there was nothing from Michael McLaughlin. So whatever he said, he sent, he did not send it. So I looked at the email even deeper. When I say the message has been clipped, before somebody forwards something to you, they can sit there and make changes into the email and add things in, like copy and paste, act like they did something they did not do. You understand? So he kind of fucked with the email. And at the end of the email, on the one he sent to me, it said, message clipped, which means you fuck with it. That's not the original email. And so where he made the allegation yesterday, because even for what he said, he copied me and your dad, but did not include you, because he doesn't want everybody to know that he fucked up. He said he never clipped a message or whatever. And I was like, yes, you did tamper with that message. I sent him a screenshot to confirm. At the end, it says, message clipped from the email you sent. So yes, you lied. Don't do it. Moving forward. In my emails, I kept saying, move forward. Move forward. Let's focus on at hand. And he did not take accountability because I'm using the things that he said on this date and things that he said he was going to do. He did not do. He had no time asked us to schedule a meeting for anything. When me and your dad called the office, because that's after your dad gave me the request for default, and this guy never even notified us of that. I had to sit there and find out that your dad and look in the go to the courthouse. And so I after you retained him on the 9th, he said he's going to sit there and talk to the attorney. He talked about the motion to set aside things like the other, but there was no follow-up. He had no time followed up with us. So now all of a sudden, yesterday, you act like you did all this work and you talked to the attorney, this, that, and the other, and you never notify us. Again, it comes to communication. And that's not nothing to do with law or paralegal, any of that. It has to do with good business practice. And that's okay because we fall apart, but just own your bullshit. And then even for he's not taking accountability. I guarantee. So that conversation you guys had yesterday was all about his ego and his hurt pride and ego, and not focusing and taking accountability for the things he did not do or said he was going to do. And as he confirmed on the 7th, where Michael and I had the conversation with him, he confirmed it's a very urgent case. We need to get this out the way. And you retained him on the 9th. There was no actions to show for it. And it upset him to know that someone's calling him on his bullshit. So I could see his upset. I don't agree with it because at the same time, he did not take accountability. And it's interesting because, Michael, you told me even last night, and you called me after, I guess you had the meeting. I'm just sitting here chill because I did all my footwork. My verbs, my actions show beyond my words. I gave him a very clear-cut case. You do have a case, and he's going to fix it. It's good. I did all my work, so I can just fall back and just chill. So now it's all on him. And so Michael, you told me yesterday that he mentioned about he knows the attorney, this, that, and the other, bruh. So Harrison, what you didn't know is that and Michael, you caught it too after I called it out. On the 7th, we had that first conference call, and he wanted to know who the attorney was. He didn't even know how to spell dude's name. And I had to give him the state bar ID number for him to look him up. He did not know who dude was then, so all of a sudden you're buddy, you know him now? Boy, stop. Quit it. Just own your bullshit. So do I take that personal? No, it's a part of business. But what I am going to do is after you guys are done with this case, I'm going to fuck him up because this is a me and him situation as far as the disrespect. You don't try to sit there and take low blows and try to hurt someone's character. I spoke the truth. He was sitting there taking jabs and trying to get me engaged in some high school shit. He wanted a tampon, a hug, and a cookie, okay? So and then the more calm I got, the more angry he got. He was trying to get a rise out of me. I'm not going to deal with clowns. I did my job. All on you, boo. And my focus is on the case itself, not working on egos and attitudes. So I just sat there and just flowed with it, and I just took one for the team for that part. Um, Michael, and moving forward though, you remember how we talk about a couple times about the mysterious factor? It's not cool to not let everybody know everything at one time. Because you have a habit of speaking, going on a tangent sometimes. You kind of just you start flooding. Your attorney is there to serve a purpose for you, and I suggest that you keep it just to the point, exact, and short. He does not need to know about you and the previous attorney because that actually is a flag for you. That's not good. And also give a chance to play on emotions or whatever else. And attorneys stick together. So where you fired one attorney, and the attorneys feel like you fucked over them, they'll sit there and they all work in cahoots with some things too. You have to be careful with that. So anything further, they don't need to know anything about what happened with you and the previous attorney. Just know it did not work and just move forward. Focus on the issue at hand. So if he said that he was going to take action, and that was since the 7th, and he received a retainer on the 9th, it's now the 25th and nothing has been done. Make sure you hold him accountable. Harrison, you understand too that you already get this concept too that every time you call and you email them, keep it short. The emails are just to the point because he already knows what's expected of him. Because all this stuff is going to eat up your retainer. If you're looking for ways to eat up your retainer, you'll get your retainer back. Because this is a very simple case, but just be mindful of that. So aside from that, I'm going over my to-do list and something to bring you guys attention to. So Harrison and Michael, before you guys both went on vacation, I talked to both of you because I have to do this weekend too. Because I mean, even with me having ups and downs, I always had a trust set involved, and I have CD accounts and all these other things that saved up I never cracked open because I saved them for my child. And so I have to redo my trust and my will too. And because the people don't hear like Daddy's gone, Yancey's gone. It's just me and my son. And so I'm gonna have to update some things too, good things, but it's time to update and do inventory. And I'm probably sure I'll have more than another year or so. Um, but you guys talk about the trust and the will. Because we're all getting older, and something tells me, Michael, I'll probably leave before you do. That's why I'm having you stay in contact for this policy, and I'll give you all the information. Just because of my health, and I just wouldn't be surprised if I died the same way Daddy did. I'll say it like that, and I'm okay with that. And I prefer to use you as the primary contact because my son is 22 and he does not answer the damn phone. You don't know what's going on. So I need somebody responsible. I'm choosing Harris. I'm choosing your dad. Just make sure shit gets done, okay? And just don't be burying me with the fish. Just go ahead. Hold on. I'm not gonna wait. I have a date today. The growth from Safeway. It's going down. Oh my God, Snowflake. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Where is I going with this? Anyway, you guys talk though because Michael, I remember you mentioned that because the kids were so young, and I have to update you because my son was a kid at that time too. He wasn't able to do anything when I first got the trust and my will done. So I did it along with Daddy. We have two revocable trusts going on. It's not happening, and it's not stop the show. But where am I going with this? So Harrison and Carmen are old enough now. They're more than mature and they're qualified. All you need is your family, your immediate family. So if anybody is on your guys' wills and trusts, I strongly advise that you just take them off unless it's your daughter and your son. All that matters is them. You'll be surprised of the circus that happens after somebody passes away. Trust me, I've been there a couple times. It's not fun. They're at the age now where they can take things on, take care of each other. I know that assets have changed over the years and people might have passed away, but anybody else, unless it's your daughter or your son, that's all that matters. You guys might want to review the assets and have a conversation between you guys and update it. If you need help updating your trust, let me know. I can do that part. I do probate. That's another thing I do too. That's a no-brainer. And get it recorded and everything. Or I can find an attorney for you. And I have one that does estate planning. And he's very cheap and he's cool too. Little short, little tiny, little chum. But you guys might want to have that conversation. It's about that time for everybody. So just something to think about. I didn't forget about you guys. Now with probate, what Attorneys don't tell you, you have to find out the hard way. Because daddy had a revocable trust too. And that does not stop the show for shit. You still have to go through probate to file if you have other beneficiaries, aside from your kids. You know what I mean? It's a process. They don't tell you that until after. You have to have a writ of execution. You actually have to make it like official. So even you having a trust or a will, unless it's something like really simple, you cover yourself. So things you have to prepare for with that. And just because you have a will or a trust does not mean people can't sue you and contest that will or trust. I had that happen with Yolanda after Daddy passed away. Because things he had left specifically for me and my brother, houses, properties, whatever else, she still had an interest in that. And she did have a right to sit there and contest the will. I think she's dead. And I need to make sure she's dead. But people still fight the contest the will, whatever else, and they think that because you owe them something not being fair, they can sue that person to the executor of the trust. These are things that the attorneys don't tell you and to be prepared for. So the more simple and laid out your will and trust is, and leave it just between the kids, leave it there because they're going to take good care of each other. And Harrison, and for your sister too, your dad's proud of you. You know, I stay proud and amazed by you guys. You guys got this, and your kids will do the right thing, Michael. But anybody else, they don't belong there. It's about you and your children, and I support you. And here, you guys need anything for that too. What else is there? Getting ready for my conference call, the cardiologist. I am going to be unavailable this weekend by choice. Michael, thank you for destroying that stone for me. From Brad. I don't regret anything. I'm not mad about anything. I don't want that energy back. Even though it found me again, I see. He'll never let me go. And I'll send you a copy of the video I sent to him too. I meant what I said about that not a civil harassment. It's going to be domestic violence. No means no, and I'm done. For my sex change, my hormone shot starts on the 3rd. And Michael, even though I appreciate you wanting to be there, and still in spirit, they're going to give me my first series of shots. I'll be getting shots every other week, I guess. And I have to sit there and learn how to do it myself. So they'll be shooting me in my stomach, which is going to be interesting because I had a tummy tuck and a liposuction procedure done back in October of 2008. And ever since they did that to my body, my sensations and my nerves and my system feel weird. It's like certain parts of my body you touch, it's like alien tentacles or something. It feels weird. But I have to get used to it. So, but I don't need help with the shots. They'll take care of that for me, and I have to learn how to do it myself. What else is there? I'm missing something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Oh, Harrison, before I forget to, if you guys can, about that too, two things. So I have a meeting today at 12:32 with the director from the Rental Housing Association. Even though Shawnee gave a suggestion, we kind of found a resolution for how to do the rents raising it back up and do a temporary thing because the moratorium, some still doesn't feel comfortable with the verbiage I have in there to add to those leases. So I have a meeting to run it by the director who also has a legal background too. That was my original boss from 2003. He's like the Yoda when it comes to like rental housing laws and rights and stuff like that. But I expect to have the updated rental agreements done by the next 2 weeks. And I'll have a chance to talk to everybody. Michael, I do need to get the number for Victoria because you can still apply for COVID relief for her even though she no longer lives there. That's been clarified too. But I need to like get in touch with her so I can start working on her too and just say hi and give bees with honey. You know what I mean? I'll give her a little cute gift card or something for her helping you. Okay, every bit helps and it costs her nothing. So please give me her number. What else am I missing? For the mortgage relief program, also too, I got an email this morning, you guys. The programs I'm sending you for that, the renters housing digest stuff. Please try to get those started within this upcoming month, because we have a hearing with Alameda County for the moratorium in April, and the state mandates what they have going on. That stuff ends on the 31st of March. Then we have April coming up with Alameda County ending their part of the moratorium. Oakland can end whenever they want to, but they're probably waiting on Alameda County. And we still have to figure out a process of how it's going to work because some people are going to be going eviction crazy. But for the property owners, You guys have these programs. They're not going to last forever, so get it while you can. The sooner the better. And if you guys need help with that too, let me know. Aside from that, that's pretty much it. I'm supposed to go walk and go hang out with homegirl and just go do fun stuff. I don't know. I'm just staying to myself for a lot of reasons. Um, all is well and all is chill. So anyway, if you guys need anything, I'm a phone call and a text message away. Um, for Michael, when it comes to Ralph, I know you have to have a conversation with him. And for the things I sent to you, please, he has to learn how to use his phone and get on technology anyway, especially for using those apps. So he needs to get on that. And if you need anything from me, even for helping build a resume, everybody and their mama's hiring. Let me know. I'm at your service. Um, so that's pretty much it, you guys. So anyway, you guys have a great day. Find a reason to smile. Enjoy your weekend. Don't work too hard. And God bless.